Hey everyone, welcome back to the Den Fireworks. Today's video, we are doing GoldenEye by Epic Fireworks. This is a 24 shell kit by Epic that I have been dying to get. My Fireworks Forever order that I did on the group buy, I had to drop a lot of the canister shells that I wanted to try just because the budget was way too tight. I didn't know if any of these shells were case worthy. I've never done Epic before. So I'm out at Goldfield Fireworks in Nevada. I flew out to meet some of my California buddies who needed to scratch the itch. We all headed up to Goldfields. And we're going to use their site to shoot up some demos and get some California people to taste some freedom. They've got GoldenEye shells. These were on the top of my list that I had to try. I told them I really wanted to try these ones, and they said, you know what? You chose right. These are the good ones. So, looking at these shells. Now, I'm not on my normal camera, so I apologize for that. Sorry, you got to work with this on the road setup. But all of them have tails or mines going up. And if they're anything like those Dark Prince tails, these are definitely going to be worth it. Those Dark Prince shells were great. You know, those Dark Prince shells rotated out the 3 different tail effects. These ones look like it's each of the 6 in the series are a different tail effect. So the first 6 are all whistling tails. The second 6 are all red tiger tails going up. The third set is all silver strobe mines going up. And on the 4th series, we all have silver whirling tail, which I'm assuming is going to be that tourbillon look or like that Futurama look as the shells go up. Because I'm doing this as a demo shoot, I'm going to stick to my normal methodology of we are going to shoot shells 1 through 24 in order because I want you guys to see them in the exact order that they are. These series shells like this, though, sometimes it's nice to break it up. Because we're going to lead with 6 whistling shells. Then we're going to go to all tiger tails. Then we're going to go to all mines. So we're going to have those repetitive 6 in a row. So if you guys like these shells and pick them up, you might want to just play musical shells with them and mix it up some. Or maybe you really like the whistling and you want to go fast fuse at the end on them. But for this demo, it's going to be my normal shells in order, and I'll have pictures of the effects that I will list up on it. So these all come in the new suitcase packs as well, so they take up less room. It's still pretty wide with having the 6-inch shells on them. So taking these shells out of the box, honestly, I already love looking at them. Every one of them has the gold wrap, and they've got Bond silhouette on it. We are just completely going with the Bond theme on these shells. Also, I love breaking down the kits. Yes, these suitcase packs still take less room on the shelves, but what takes even less room is cutting these mortars out, putting these all into a tote. Now I can look at these and say, you know what? These are the GoldenEye shells. I know, I remember, because half the time I take the shells out. If they're not labeled or I forget to mark them, I'm going through the tote and going, what shells were these? Well, I guess I'm not doing a demo for them. I'm just going to send them up. Taking the mortar out, we've got that GoldenEye logo, and it's still that gun barrel like the classic movie scenes going in on it. We've got the Epic logo. Standard fiberglass mortar. Now, this one does have a slightly wider base than a lot of the suitcase packs have. So this one isn't as critical that you brace it better. It's still a good idea. Screw this into a board, put some bricks on it, just so it doesn't tip. But it's still bigger than those little mini raccoon ones they give you. Now, these shells are all highly reflective, so hopefully they give us a little break to read the effects on them. So, plus for this shell, no stupid plastic cap. I know you guys are probably sick of me complaining about them. They're stupid, it's trash, I don't need it. We don't have to worry about it on these ones. And with the highly reflective, they do have this nice cleaned up part, so this shell is easy to read. that it is crackling mine to silver silk willow with color pearls. Awesome. Now, we don't have a number on the shell though. So while I'm loading these, I'm going to use the list on the top of the box to go 1 through 24 for them. And I'll take a picture of the part of the box and I'll post that in. You're probably going to be reading it now while I blather on. You know I like to do that too if you guys watch the channel. So I'm going to get that going into post. I'm going to load these up into a 24-shot rack. Now, it's not my rack. My buddy from Cali drove out with it because that's kind of hard to travel with. So when you look at the rack, you are going to see that the top rail is at the top of the mortars. I don't personally recommend that. You want to have room on the gas for it, that there's 1.5 inches for it. I'll talk about that some more when I show you the fusing of the racks, but I'm giving you a heads up, not my rack. I already slapped his hand. We're going to fix it. All right, everyone? Be right back showing you how we're fusing these. Okay, so here are the GoldenEye shells all fused up. We went with the green safety link, the 2 seconds an inch, because we don't have a lot of options for fuse out here. I didn't really bring any on the plane. And so first, a disclaimer. This is not my normal rack. One of my buddies built out his first rack and he drove it in from California. They wanted me to come out so I could help them with fusing racks, which they actually fused this one. I didn't touch it. One lesson, guys, they did pretty good. Give that to the teacher. The rack, they did a good solid job on the rack, but I still told them personally I don't like it because they went with the Great Lake Mortar racks design. The thing I don't like it and why I'll never recommend Great Lake Mortar racks on the channel is, see on this top rail, it is right at the top of the mortars. 99.9% of the time, it's not going to make a difference. You're using a good HDPE mortar. They've got the base set up correctly where it's right at the top of the plug, so it's 1.5 inches up. We've got plenty of room for these mortars to expand and blow out to let the gases out if we need. The one part I don't like is this rail is right at the top of the mortars. One is a safety reason, because if you're going to have a Kato or a flower pot, the part of the mortar that's going to get damaged is either here, nice and open, that's going to work beautiful, or it's going to flower pot right at the top. Now, it's an unspaced rack. I'm still torn about whether I go spacers for everything or not. I'm slowly moving that way, but I'm still keeping my unspaced racks. But if a shell flower pot's in here, this mortar is going to want to expand. It has to. And because the wood is right at it, that's going to put this wood under stress. It's going to shatter this board. And trust me, it will shatter this board. And then these other mortars are going to be loose. So I did tell him, let's drop this one down 1.5 inches. We're on the road. We don't have all the tools right now. He's going to fix this and alter the design on the next ones. We can see we taped up all of these ones. They did a good job with the even timing and the spacing on it. So we're going to light here. We're going to carry through. They are supposed to have them racked 1 through 24. We're going to watch those effects after and see if they did that right. It's hard trusting a helper when you're used to doing it yourselves, but so far they haven't let me down. So we're going to take these GoldenEyes out to Goldfields site. From what they have said, they have an amazing echo there, where off to one side the echo comes back first, and then it comes in off the other side, a secondary echo. I'm really excited to try out their shoot site and throw up some big cans that hit. So we're going to take these out now. Let's see how these GoldenEyes look. And, you know, if 007 is just going to keep us entertained like always. Thanks, everyone. That was shell 3.
answer was...
Blow your rack up.
Probably did. You might have more destruction. When it comes back the other way, you might have more destruction if the rack's blown apart up there. In which case, it's totally gonna go.